Nigeria, my country, is one big joke of a century. A whole lot of things have happened, and you're asking yourself, why is it that we cannot sincerely come together to fix this country? Unfortunately, we are having the worst of times as a people. The same people that criticized Goodluck Jonathan, called him names, went to the streets to protest and do all sorts of things, irrespective of how they were contributing to the madness at the time. And now the same set of people that can no longer handle the madness going on in the state. I've heard so many stories about how people are setting up these whole insecurity narratives to make them look incapable, to make them look inefficient. While some people may decide to run with these narratives, I believe that whatever these people are saying is bull crap and should not even be attended to. This is a government that we have it on video, on pictures, that the president's first son is engaging with the man as bloodthirsty as Sheikh Gumi. This man is a definition of everything that is wrong with Nigeria. And how he continues to have prime attention from people in government is what two of us don't, what I personally don't understand. I'm here assuming, I'm just imagining if Sheikh Gumi was from the southeastern region, I'm sure that his ancestral home would have been leveled and he might have even been executed long ago. But because he comes from a particular part of the country, because he's trying to do something that, to a very large extent, the government is probably benefiting from, everybody is calm. They are engaging him as a statesman, a man who should be in jail, a man who should be explaining to us why our kids are being taken in their numbers in the north. A man whom the security agencies should grill and hold everybody that is related to him to account for the madness going on in the country. This is the man granting interviews, telling us why we should see reasons with terrorists that literally want to stop education in the north. Because I'm hearing now that all the schools in the north are being told to close down. You may argue that this is a momentary, like a momentary measure to hold down the whole insecurity. But I tell you, this Boko Haram, that has been the agenda. Coupled with this swap, they don't want the northern people to go to school. They don't want them to get education. When I look at the likes of former Governor Yerima of Zamfara State, I'm tempted to not even show any emotion for our brothers in the north because in pushing for this Sharia that a lot of you have been pushing for this whole Islamic education, look at where all of you are. Look at how backward the North is. And the political class keep benefiting from this madness because they will send their own children to the best of schools, they will get the best of grades, and then keep the larger population in perpetual hunger and poverty. And yet, you people are not saying it. You started with Sharia. Look at how the North is now. Look at the Katsina axis. Look at what is happening in Zamfara. Look at what is happening in Borno. Some communities have even been taken over by these hoodlums. And yet, you people don't understand that they are using religion to make a mess of all of you. They are using religion to make a mess of all of you. Instead of them to provide education, provide healthcare, provide power, provide security for you people, they are the ones pushing you. Religion, this religion, that religion, this religion, that. And that religion has never made you people better. Just look at how the North is. And you all will not see these things for what they are. Every election cycles, they'll come and use you people. But their children will be wherever they are, thriving, doing well. When they come back, they'll send them to the House of Representatives, they'll send them to the Senate. They will live in Abuja and be visiting you people in the villages. When they come, they give you peanuts, and then the circle continues. Our brothers and sisters in the north, when are your eyes going to open? When are you people going to understand that this whole thing is madness? At the end of the day, for those of us who are Southerners, it is my sincere wish that we continue to look at how to develop the southeastern region and the southern region of this country. And I advocate very firmly that we should look forward to doing the regionalization of this country. Let the country be run from the regions, and then whatever percentage we agree be paid to the center. Because the way it's going, we seem not to be having the same ambition with our brothers in the north, or our brothers from the north. Because come to look at it, for them it's all about conquer. It's all about keep soaking the Quran in the sea. While for us in the southeast and in the south, we want societies that want to develop our various communities in the interest of our own very selves. That is why I would never in my life align with this ideology of Nnamdi Nnamdi Kanu, an ideology that decided to destroy the same region we've worked so hard to build. You claim we are being marginalized. Of course, we are obviously being marginalized in the Nigerian state. Everybody knows that. In search for solution, you are now plunging us into a more terrible disaster because you groomed terrorists in the name of mobilizing young people to fight for the region. And these are the people that are now feasting on people's blood, feasting on human flesh. And this is what some Southeasterners based overseas are encouraging. We will never keep quiet. This version of Biafra that these people came with in the last few years must never be supported. This version of Biafra is worse than the North Korea that you've heard about. And we must do everything we can to develop our various regions. As a Southeasterner, as a Southerner, we must understand, especially as Igbo people, we must understand that the Nigerian state does not care about us. It doesn't. So what it entails is that we must do whatever we have to do in the interest of the region, come together, pool our resources together, and develop a strategy to develop the Southeastern region. We must no longer allow thieves who disguise themselves as politicians to do with them whatever they will with our resources. We must begin to ask them questions. Our resources that are in your care, what are you doing with it? At the end of the day, we have our brothers and sisters who overseas funding the destruction of Ali Igbo, thinking that they love their Ali Igbo more than we who live here do. We must begin to tell these people that they must stop forthwith this madness. Ali Igbo is for us to develop, and we must not allow individuals who see themselves as God to reign supreme in this region. They must be accountable and they must be answerable to us. You don't come out and you tell people not to leave their houses anymore because you've given an order. You don't come to give people funny orders that interfere with their safety, that interfere with their businesses. At the end of the day, you claim that only you knows what is best for the Igbo people more than they do. All sorts of propaganda are being pushed. And for you, who is aligning to this very foolish propaganda, I really pity you. I wish that you understand what these people are doing. I wish you understand what they are up to, so that you can tell them in clear terms that our brothers that we lost, our sisters that we lost as a result of the useless enforcement of their various orders was not supposed to have happened. And we must not watch them continue in that light. The Southeast must be peaceful if there must be any meaningful development. The Southeast must be safe so that our brothers can bring in their resources, so that our brothers can bring in all that they have to develop this region. We have all it takes to be the most envied region in Africa. We have everything it takes, and we must not allow our people to henceforth destroy our region.